to Weekend Movie Bros, where we're actually watching a movie about. Never mind, that's inappropriate. I'm Jacob, and that's idiot.
Uh, for once, your little trademark of me calling me an idiot makes sense.
Hmm, yes, almost as much as his. He's Hold on, I can show you closer. Rosy cheeks.
You tell me before we start this program not to talk about something, and yet you keep hammering on it. So make up your mind.
No, I didn't say anything. We're gonna be watching Jennifer's Body, unrated. I'm just explaining what we're watching. It's the unrated one. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. I've seen it so many times. I will tell Zachary because he has never seen it, and that's all he's going to talk on. That is that he is in for a rude awakening, as I think he's expecting one thing, and he's going to get something completely different, which is really fun. I'm really excited. Also, we have a Chris Pratt cameo coming for us, so it's also fun.
I'm mainly in this for the comedy aspect. I heard this movie's very funny.
Oh my gosh, but I don't know. I'm curious to see how funny you think it's gonna be. Like, for instance, there's lines in this I still quote. Like, I used to quote all the time when I was in middle school, and I still quote to this day because this movie came out in 2009. I was in fourth grade. Yep, that was a thing. That was over like 6 years, 8 years ago. No, oh my god, don't know. Let's not do math. Let's not do math.
Were you really in fourth grade in 2009?
Yes. The only reason why I know that I was in fourth grade in 2009 is because in 2008, Barack Obama got elected president, and we did a class election in third grade where we all would like check off who we would want to win, and that's the only reason why I knew I was in third grade in 2008. So yeah,
The things you remember.
because I thought I was changing the world, by having a piece of paper that did nothing, literally nothing.
Sounds
Because
like
I
our
was
electoral system. Anyway, Jacob, the commentary.
honestly, they probably used my votes.
Hey Jacob, what are
Wait,
you?
sorry, wrong
What is your
president.
choice?
What?
What is your choice of beverage and or
Really?
food tonight? Oh no!
Nothing.
If I am somewhere in the middle of this being very uncomfortable, you have to be there with me too. So Jacob, what's your drink of choice?
Trust me, I'm going to be uncomfortable. So I brought alcohol to the party.
So here are my drinks of choices: water and wait for it, a water.
So Zachary's choosing the healthy route here, not to drink
Oh, are you
without
kidding me?
water.
I haven't drank a pop in almost a month.
That's good for you. So what Zachary's seriously, good for you. Very proud of you. What Zachary is talking about is he popped up in here before we started this, and I was saying a whole bunch of curse words.
No, correction, people. He was saying a whole bunch of nonsense. Is what he was saying.
That had curse words embedded in the nonsense. I stuck my finger in my glass because, like, who just drinks wine from?
Oh man, wrong time to take a sip of that one. Anyway, Jacob,
Yeah, there's
you were
many
sticking
wrong
your
times to
finger
take
in
a
things,
sip.
and what happened?
I stuck my finger in my glass because you just don't drink. You don't just drink wine from the bottle. That's a little weird. Also, it seems a bit alcoholic in my opinion. And and
Very
so
poor choice of words, knowing what you're about to do tonight.
the problem here being, I was like, that looks a little crystallized. That's weird. I thought I cleaned you. And so I stuck my finger in it, and my wine turned to jelly. Um,
Put it on some toast.
so now I'm gonna drink wine from the bottle. Yeah, which definitely means I'm taking bigger swigs than I would personally want to do. But hey,
And don't
it's
take a
cold,
bigger swigs. Take a
honey.
sip.
It's coming at me like a rushing river. You think I have a choice?
Oh man, I chose the wrong commentary to actually drink things on camera because I know something's gonna happen throughout this commentary. I'm just gonna go.
Oh, for sure. This commentary is going to be palpable. Palpable!
Are you eating anything with this establishment?
No, I'm really doing this a really stupid way. I'm just drinking the wine. I got no water. I got no food. My stomach's not empty.
Mm-hmm.
What are you eating?
I'm eating green and yellow squash.
Okay. So my brother needs to go to the hospital. That's fine.
And I'm eating pistachios as a snack.
Yeah. Definitely hospital visits are in his future. That's all right.
Why?
It's a bit healthy
Because
for
I'm
you,
drinking.
Zachary.
Because I'm drinking water, eating veggies, and eating nuts as a snack. Oh man, look at the comment section.
Well, I would hate to say this is the wrong movie for this to pop up in. Yeah, to put the user in the timeout. It's the same user. I just blocked the bitch.
They were like, no.
So, if anybody does not understand, we'll talk about the repercussions of this film, why it got hate bombed, and so forth. Also, you know, what it did, because it's really sad how they treated this film. There's amazing documentaries and stuff out there about it and things. The movie itself is not what it was actually marketed as. It still is a horror film. It's a dark comedy for sure, but like, it's a journey. Let's go on it. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Hey, it's Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried. How bad could it actually like? How bad could the journey be for you? For you specifically.
It's the wrong person to ask that question, Jake.
All right.
You can
Let's
count
continue
down
on.
this time.
Oh, no. Oh, hold on. Well, let me get it all set up, because let's get real here. If I'm not in the movie by the time you tell me to hit play, it's no.
Good point.
It's just okay. All right, I got everything going.
Alrighty. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. You are unbelievable.
It's playing. We're good to go.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah. Now it's 20th century studios.
All I hear is the X-Men theme during Days of Future Past when they do that. Oh wow, it just starts.
It was only 20th Century Fox. That's the only one who made it. Oh, by the way, this is from the writer of Juno.
Oh, so the writing will be good for sure then.
Some of the references and stuff are going to be dated, but do you remember it came out in 2009?
Much like the 3 names she just mentioned.
Poor string.
Good lord, this is Sparta. Is it just me? Or would she have been a really good Harley Quinn back in 2009?
Yeah.
Right? Oh, good God. It's the 2009 montage with rock music. How the, how the hell do you find an exact place where you know that's occurring? You can't, you can't exactly make a set of that. Fox
Sure
Atomic?
can.
What the hell is Fox Atomic? I've never heard of that before.
It was their subdivision. It was a subdivision in Fox.
Man, Fox had a lot of subdivisions.
They did.
What other closet? Yeah. First door on the other side. There is some air quotes around that one. Oh, hey, look, Peyton's favorite pastime, favorite color guard.
Yep.
Hey, look, it's Gwen Stacy now, as she went from Harley Quinn. She looks like such a different person right now. Huh. I really thought they hated each other. Boy, was I wrong. Oh, I have to remember the
Okay,
era this
ready.
came out in. This came out the same year as Revenge of the Fallen.
Yes, yes, it did. And one movie is better than the other. You can make your own decision on that one.
This is such a good lord. I can't look at her in certain angles because she
Why?
reminds me of certain. Because she reminds me of certain somebody.
Oh, this is so interesting. Oh, this just got so much more complex.
Yeah, no shit. Good. It's like no.
Watch the movie. Just get over it.
Listen to him. It will save you a lot of time and a lot of runtime. Believe me.
See, it's just so funny your perception of this movie. I can't wait for you to really know.
Oh, Jello good. God. If there were ever a time capsule for the year 2009, we found the film.
Hey, I told you. You can't do anything about that, though.
No. I would go nowhere near that. Also, um, how are these children allowed in a bar?
Because younger ones can have X's. That means they can't buy alcohol. They have an X. It's a common thing.
Ah. See, in the 20s, they just say no one's allowed to. What the?
See,
I
Chris
thought
Pratt
he,
was making cameos in weird movies since he was younger.
I thought he only got jacked for Guardians of the Galaxy. Huh. Oh, look, it's the band called the Pelvic Demons. Wait, is that dude right there the one the black
Yeah.
tie? Isn't okay? You can totally tell the writer of Juno wrote this movie. What the? See, the words being spoken in this film boggle my mind. the words. uh, uh, I will never be able to look at frozen peas the same way again.
Ain't no hurts. I don't know what you want from us.
You'll talk about that on camera, but I'm not allowed to talk about what happened with me, huh?
You should watch my BookTube channel. I talked about a lot worse on camera. Or Twitch. Oh my god,
Wait.
the weird conversations.
Wait. Your booktube's about books.
Yeah. Those books are smutty. Not all of them, but quite a bit of them.
Yep, he gonna die.
I see.
This just shows how many times you've seen this movie.
What? There's 2 songs in this movie that were written for this movie that I know, like, by heart.
Jacob, if we were not doing a commentary now, would you be just, vibrating the words coming out of this movie right now?
Yeah, like the whole backdoor one. I know that line by line.
Seifert, look, come on. You can feel the tensions between these two, like the butter on a back knife. Just
look how strong she is holding her hand.
Ow.
Used to talk.
Fire. Why am I saying that out loud? Like no one's gonna be able to hear me.
I know.
Looking at it. It's like watching a Mission Impossible opening scene. Just stop following it. Say the word fire.
Watch the fucking movie.
Oh, that's what it takes. What a oh goodbye. Um 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 what the hell? That we have a steam ring. Are you kidding me? They witnessed a bunch of deaths, and yeah, go to a van
Yeah.
because
Man,
safe. You know what? I still can't. She even looks like her as a child.
Great casting.
What is this movie?
I don't regret anything. I don't regret a thing.
I love how people are just walking away from this like, all right, well, there's our fire for the evening. We'll see you all back here tomorrow. Got a flip phone.
Now, iPhones didn't show up until like 2 years. This was still in the era of like iPods and razors and things like that.
Oh, believe me, I know. A certain some. That's a unicycle. He meant the car. Cheese and fries. I here's a better idea. Why go check the door?
Well, because at forefront, this is a horror movie. Yes, I
know,
somehow tricked you into watching another horror movie.
you know, there's a great, well, hopefully a great film coming out this year from Jordan Peele. Just listen to that word. Nope.
Nope. It's so
No.
funny. Every time
Oh,
I
and
see the trailer for that movie, I just think, yep, nope.
like in a bad response.
No, and like a fucking hilarious response.
There's someone in your house because you opened the door. I love what she says at the top of the stairs. Stay on the phone with me. Checks outside. I'm okay. Talk to you later.
Just saw like 40 people die, but you know what? I'm doing swell. I go take myself a good
I
old
don't
bubble
need.
bath.
I don't need any mental support. I don't need any people around me right now. I just saw people die by beams. I'm fine. The directing is very good so far. And when you close the door, oh, all the way. Don't look in your fridge. You might see a ghost. This ain't nothing but a hormonal teen comedy with occasional death. Um, uh, uh, my back hurts. Oh, my back hurts. Oh, goodbye, Jennifer. Have a good day. Um, um, sure. Eat. Run. God, she Venom. Oh, I guess the secret's out. Metaphorically and physically. It'd be wrong if she wasn't. You know.
Oh my god, I totally forgot. Oh no, I remember. Okay, sorry. There was something. It's gone now.
Oh,
It's okay.
right. Yeah, Chris Pratt died. That's not why she's not moving. It's no longer about the we start the fire. It's the what happened here.
Your face right now.
Is that J.K. Simmons?
Yes. Yes. That's what I
He
just
doesn't have a
remembered.
hand. Oh, that's such an emotional moment, but you just hear the click. Just here you go. Kind of. The stuff I saw moving, man, gave me the vibes of no, 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 no. Is that the leader of Green Day?
No.
Oh, well, you know.
Hold on, hold on. I'm pretty sure the last me you just saw him was in the new Scream.
What a journey that man's been on, huh?
I'm making sure. It might not be. You. Yeah, he was just in Scream. He was the one who got stabbed in the neck.
Ah.
He was also in the remake for A Nightmare on Elm Street.
I wouldn't remember him from that. Oh. Well, I know this from the trailers all too well. So,
Oh, too well. That's a statement.
um, um, she she was walking in from the right. She came in from the left. Unless there's two Jennifers. I get it now. Her power comes from. Interesting. I'm thinking.
What? I saw. I got no.
Small swigs, Jacob. Small swigs.
Yep.
Oh, don't follow him into the. Don't follow her into the forest.
Even I would
As the
follow Megan Fox into the stores.
as an architecture, I said don't follow him in the forest, but that's not the case here. Don't follow her.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Yes. Very well. Look at you. Didn't even notice myself. I corrected it, but I didn't notice I corrected it.
Oh, it's the curse of the sacred. Listen, man, if Snow White brings the animals coming to you is a clear sign, dude. Get out. Good. It's like the killing of a sacred deer. It's like they know it's about to go down. The deer's like, I'm not looking. I'm about to. JK's like, that poor man suffered. Don't go. Okay, well, oh well, JK. It was nice having you in a short cameo, but we'll see you later. JC. I was like, how is he alive? Oh, it's the mother. Well, add a W and an O. I just don't. She got her own Imperial March. Do you hear me?
What?
She got her own Imperial March.
The steam coming off her body is because of how cold it was the day they filmed this.
Well, that just adds to the
Yeah,
intensity of,
but it's
whatever
not
she
like
is.
any effects or anything. It truly was just the steam on how cold it was.
Where'd they shoot this? Canada?
Probably. Let's get real here. Let's not. So I second guess it. It's definitely. Can think of a few things. Our white trash pig roast today. It's true though.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Sorry, I got distracted by Jesus invented the calendar.
Huh? Okay. Jacob, this has been something.
It's a gym. It's a fucking gym. It's a fucking gym.
Well, that's kind of over exaggerating. His limbs were still intact. It's just the middle of him was completely gone. Like crouched down, just. That was the most random shot of a woman sitting in a chair.
No, you were talking so you can hear the dialogue. That was his
Well,
mom.
from my point of view, it
I
cuts from
get
him
it.
talking to. She just stands out like a sore thumb. Like the entire picture's all bleak, and there's just like this giant pink thing in the middle going. Tra-la-la-la-la.
That's how it feels.
Snap back.
Peace, I will find you. I will heal what is left inside you.
Jacob, copyright. Copyright.
I'm so breathing. I'm
Jacob.
still here breathing now.
You are killing me.
Shit's too good. I can't help it.
I found a right hand.
That's really wrong.
Oh, like anything else I've said in this film is, peach perfect. He uses it to take up his glasses. Ooh, Wikipedia always knows the truth. Because she hasn't had a snack in a while. Um, there
It's
are
not true.
facts.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's.
it's
But
real.
it's because media turned it.
Why'd you just randomly say piss?
No, because media turned it into piss at man syndrome. That's what the media turned it into for PMS. So when you told a girl that she's PMSing, they thought you were saying she's pissed at man syndrome, not that she was on her period. It's a whole joke that they made towards women to degrade women.
Damn. Half sushi.
That's the part you took out of the conversation, not the sex. Have sex for a blowhole. That was the second part of that set.
No, I took the sushi part because God, what was Aquamarina last reference?
Only reference in this one movie ever. It's this one movie. That's it. Ever. Just
Jacob, they referenced Aquamarina. The film with Emma Roberts and JoJo about the mermaid.
well, it's actually called Aquamarine, not Aquamarina. So like, if you can't say the reference, don't talk it at all. It's also on Stars. Anybody wants to watch it? It's a pretty bad movie.
that we used to love as children.
I just watched it the other day. I had a great time. Real shit. Great movie.
Don't say bad movie. Highly recommend it. Just make up your. Thank you for getting rid of the glasses. Oh God, I recognize that top.
Just
Man,
leave the room.
Everybody in that scene happen?
Just leave the room. Just leave. We get it. You're emo.
Jake, it was 2009.
See, that's a iPod.
That's a lot of cord.
That is a lot of cords. You have to hook it up from the bottom and the top. Huh. Interesting. It's like a. I couldn't remember what the sex position was called. From the front to the back.
Let's not. No.
But I want to know. I'm curious. I gotta Google it.
He's like, does the house match the girl? That would be a no.
Hey, just because she looks pretty doesn't mean she's not poor as shit. Couldn't. Spoiler, it does not, but like, it could.
Man, if I saw a bunch of houses with no lights on in an abandoned building lot with a light on, I would sail out of there so quickly.
But just remember, Megan Fox. I don't know.
Listen.
I feel like it would be a definite toss.
Appreciate me looking at his woman like that right now.
I think it would be a toss-up for me personally. Also, I'd be
Dude,
fucking.
this is clearly not her address. Leave.
He's scratching back up, guys. He's a turtle.
The turtle come. Wrong one.
Ew, no. When a turtle comes, it does.
No, it doesn't. It's quiet and weird.
No, you should look up the shoe thing. It's wild. Oh, stop it. Okay.
How do they Jacob uncomfortable?
I booted you. Brought you back.
Oh, well, goddamn. Oh, and look, all the plastic's up already from the blood splatters. It's fine.
It was really smart on the prop design, the set design and stuff. Clean up. Easy peasy. Who knows, Peter? They're just there to chill out. Watch a movie.
I got the water. Nothing came out of the water bottle. The water is secure.
It's so funny. It was so funny. Because you're like 4 seconds behind me, so the jump scare happened on my screen, and then you were delayed.
All you saw on my end was, wow.
Yeah. Great
Dude,
movie
you're
commentary.
walking into a seance. Get out of there.
Praise Jesus. JC.
Usher, really? That's when he's gonna die too?
Sorry.
That's not Usher, that's Akon.
Wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at the fact that he couldn't put the condom on. But Wicked Movie Bros. He couldn't put the condom on.
Listen, for your first time, you're kind of nervous. I get it.
Zachary? No. No.
No.
I hate those jeans. Who would have thought those jeans were pretty?
That's a word.
Wetty.
Oh, he's gonna die. What a juxtaposition, you know? You know? I have no words.
The
On the other side.
The accomplishment makes Zachary uncomfortable. It happened. That was my goal.
Boy, man, Megan Fox, you're gonna meet a vermin about half your size in about.
I'm sorry, but why is everybody wearing fucking boxers? Like, I'd walk out right there just to seeing you in a boxer. Like, I'd be like, bye, bitch, this ain't happening. You can go get murdered by somebody else. I am not telling the internet that. You can just fucking stop it.
Can we stop cutting to them, please?
No, it's going to happen a few more times first.
Yeah, wait, buddy. Oh! What the fuck, Spider Woman? He's oh my god, that's so genius. I bet he's like, man, I'm really doing it. Oh.
You know, just like tomato soup. Maybe it's a few more innards. Well, we're just over the halfway mark, guys.
Wait. We're only at the halfway mark?
Yes?
This is a short movie.
It's only an hour and 47 minutes. I know, we're used to the runtime of 2 hours and 40 nowadays, but like, this is 2009. Ah, that's Zachary when he breaks the car.
Jacob, we're gonna go to you for the time being. Okay.
No. This is a 2-person stream. 2 people will be on screen. If anything, maybe just 1. The
Good
sexual
water.
awakening for so many young people.
Good water. Hey, look, another one.
He's gonna have to pee.
Sure will.
Oh, there's the tongue. Now he sounds like he's dying. Huh. He's gonna be right back.
No.
Just need a minute. Okay, I'm back. I love the lines of this movie. It makes me so fucking happy.
Okay, here's the origin story of why she likes to eat genitals. Cool.
Men, no one once ever said she ate genitals. If we wanted to watch that movie, we would watch Teeth.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought that was the concept.
Nope. Do you know what Teeth is, Zachary? No. It's where a woman has teeth in her vagina.
Jacob, can we? Oh God. Adam Levine.
Yes.
Title. Haha.
Yep.
I'm just looking at you. Wait, that's it? That's all we get? Okay. Wow, what a perfect shot.
Hey, some people see a hole, they know exactly where to stick it.
It still doesn't explain why she likes to eat boys. You know, if the Winchester boys were in this would be a very, very long episode of Supernatural. X-Men.
Huh. Well, they
Back in
owned it.
2009. Back in
But
2009. That was a bad reference because this is all the same year that good old X-Men Origins Wolverine came out.
but also, this is now a Disney movie.
Chapek be the one like, you know what? Jennifer's Body too. See what happens.
Honestly, I'm very excited for you to see this movie, and maybe you'll be thinking, Jennifer's Body too?
You have to forget she's like Batman. She can just, go out the window.
Oh, The emos.
Wow. That was really well written.
Just like every other
Your
Twilight.
satanic section. Your satanic section of your library.
They're gonna explain some stuff very fastly, so you should probably watch. Honestly, like, why is it sitting at my library?
I've dealt with succubuses on Supernatural. I know how you kill them. That scene lasted a lot longer than 4 minutes. Let me tell you. Felt like an eternity. Speaking of an eternity, go eat some honey roasted pistachios.
Don't and save your life.
Man, the day we start getting sponsors, we're gonna have to teach you how to upsell.
Oh my god, look at these nuts! They taste it? They're very well in my mouth. I can juggle them. And if I suck them if I suck really hard enough, it'll come off of my tongue.
I'm joking.
I can sell nuts, Zachary. Yeah, get a sip of water. Get a sip. I said sip.
God, 2009, $12, a lot of money.
Nowadays, you
Now
can't
look at
buy full. Nowadays, you can't buy like an ounce of gas for $12.
hashtag facts. Man, don't you wish our school had that kind of thing where you could just go up and sit down? You know?
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. Our library had the most comfortable chairs in the world.
I don't remember, so maybe.
Good lord, what was their what was their dance at? Freaking 1922. Um, she looks familiar.
I agree. No yawning.
Sorry, human things happen.
Aw, so sad for you. Don't do it. I'm kidding. You can yawn, you old bastard.
Seriously.
It's Andy Serkis. Serkis. You know, the one from fucking Mandalorian. He likes Baby Yoda and has all the bots. The
Oh,
the comedian.
yeah. Well, you kept saying Andy Serkis. I'm like, she's not
I
Andy.
got the name wrong. Don't judge me. Those two people are definitely not children. This looks like 40-year-old woman and a 40-year-old man kissing in front of a whole bunch of children. And honestly,
Um, you could have took the path of roads. Whoa. Really? That's a low blow.
Even for a succubus. Who's just trying to get an old snack, you know?
We got it
Poor
the
King,
first.
poor King Zachary. They were parking.
Poor. Well, that's a lie.
Guts.
Whoa. Whoa. Dude, if you're not paying attention, that is a moment. How did you know? How the?
Damn, I mean, it could be a small town.
That's a word. Erd. Wow, that's a beautiful set.
Honestly, though, like, really. Truly magical.
Good lord, it's Harley Quinn versus Poison Ivy. If
Yeah,
if
she's
if
still
Robert
being fan casted to this day. Megan
if Robert
Fox for fan.
Pattinson's The Batman came out in 2009, while his vampire days were really in their heyday, I mean,
I mean, he's just now. New Moon's just coming out for him. Twilight was the year before.
wait, the Twilight movies were yearly.
Yeah,
Huh.
from 2008 2011. 12, because there's 5.
When this was the year Order of the Phoenix came out.
I'm not sure. Harry Potter, I think, also ended in 2000 sometime.
2011. Because 2010 was no, I'm sorry, Half-Blood Prince was 2009. Deathly Hallows Part 1 was 2010, and then Deathly Hallows Part 2 was 2011.
Rough year for book fans.
Yeah. That's really bad green screen.
2009, you know.
Also, I have to admit, for the year that the writing strike happened, the script's really good in this movie.
Yeah, it was around the same time, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Nope, not looking.
Watch the fucking screen.
Oh, it's like Jaws. Pepper spray. Oh, like the good Lord, she rises. She can fly. Hovering. He is like, dudes, I'm slowly dying over here. Can this little bitch talk? Not, ooh.
We love a lesbian, a bisexual queen.
No. Oh, God. She's covered in blood. He's covered in blood. We're going to think she did it. the phone's not going to work.
I mean, what else you gonna do?
You know? I'm just waiting for her to sing I Dream a Dream now.
She didn't sing a dream though.
That was the joke.
Oh, I was like, I just watched Les Mis,
She's at
Zachary.
her
I don't know. I
she's
don't
at
know what
her
you're
worst
talking about.
point. That's when Anne Hathaway sings I Dream a Dream.
I mean, it is her mom, but like, is that a spoiler for Les Mis? Can you spoil Les Mis?
I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't think so either, but you know, never know.
All tough. Remove the mittens. Oh, and now we're here. Oh, this is the weirdest boss fight ever. X button. X button. Hit the X button.
Sleepover playtime got a little too aggressive. Mommy and Daddy had a bad fat.
Whoa. Um, did the life come back to Jennifer's body? Or was that just me? And also, as a parent, when you hear a crashing through the window, isn't that your first indication that, hey, let's go and check that?
Hey, maybe, just maybe. Okay, hear me out here. She just thought she was having a bad night. You know?
Oh.
I am Yoda.
I am Yoda.
I don't see no offense there. No, no, no.
We don't talk about fences. No, no, no.
Zachary is a broken meme. Yes, 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 yes.
Hey, the song's still relevant. Wow. Um, that went down what I would only describe as a water's butthole. How did it get there?
A water's butthole. You know how it goes. In one way, out the other.
Ew. Ha, 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 ha. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But how do you call that Jennifer's body too? You can't call it that.
No, 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 no. You can't, but stay tuned. It's not over yet.
Well, that was really good.
We'll talk about it here in a second. Like I said, it's not over yet.
Wait, Jason Reitman was a producer on this movie?
Yep. There's a lot of people who believed in it. It was the marketing team that really fucked it over.
Wow.
It's all right. It's a cult following, so it doesn't really matter. It found its audience just like 10 years too late.
Is it over now?
I mean, it's up to you.
That's one of the most insane cameos from J.K. Simmons ever.
A random Chris Pratt there to have a backdoor joke, of course.
So how is this unrated?
There's a lot of stuff that they cut out. A lot of small little scenes and things.
Because like, are the deaths the same as they were in the movies?
No, there's a few flashes of there's a few flashes. Sorry, I was waiting for it to be completely over on my side. Nudity and things. Jennifer, there's a few shots of her that are not in the actual radar version. The radar version is actually quite tame. It's much more gory than actually sexual. Most of the mommy daddy scene and things, the sex scene, it's all cut out and things. There isn't as many juxtapositions and things or those lines. This
Let me tell you,
kiss.
the parallels there.
All right, well, Zachary, now you have seen Jennifer's Body. What did you think of Jennifer's Body?
It's really good. It's, I don't know how to describe it really. There are moments that I'm never going to forget.
Yeah, it's gonna stick with you for
Um,
a few days.
um, but to me, it's Megan and Amanda and the script. I think the three of those aspects all together just worked really, really well. This is gonna be a really weird comparison. It's gonna be a really weird comparison, but stay with me. It reminded me a lot of the first time I saw Deadpool and how Marina Baccarin, Ryan Reynolds, and the script in that story all just three work together very, 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 very well, and it all complemented each other. And I think my favorite part about this movie is that this is a film that either both Megan and Amanda could have easily just phoned in. Because at the time, when you see this kind of film, you instantly think cash grab, whatever, easy money, whatever. But I loved seeing how committed they both were to what the movie was about. And you don't see that a lot in these kind of films anymore. The last one that really reminds me of this is the one with Alexander Daddario.
Oh
They
yeah, yeah.
that that this film gives me a lot of vibes of that one. I like that one too a lot. So no, this is resonant a little bit too. Like we talked about when I said don't follow him. I mean don't follow her into the woods. It's the reverse of what you think a typical horror film would be. Like you automatically go to the guy having the girl fall into the woods when in reality they flip it. Now,
Yep.
I do have a couple of issues with the movie. My biggest one is they really don't explain her. They explain how she died, which is fine, and I get that. But they don't explain how the demon part happens. They don't explain that.
She's not a virgin. In order
Okay,
for the spell to work, she has to be a virgin. If she was a virgin, she would have died just like everybody else. Everything would have worked just fine. But she was not a virgin, so Satan, as the nice guy that he is, basically brought her back to life.
I don't know.
There is
It,
countless
it
other stories that are exactly the same way.
yeah, but
I mean, that's
it's
what it is. It's the fact that she lied about her. Like, if they would have killed Needy instead, this would have been a very swift movie. Good old fire, and then boom, movie over type of thing.
but it's like what you always talk about. You like seeing that visual, the visual part that's of the storytelling. I kind of would have wanted to see her maybe rise from the grave,
Yeah,
or
like come back to life.
or
Yeah.
have some kind of hey, she came back, that kind of thing. And
Fair.
I feel like they relied a little bit too much on, finding out like what she was through Needy reading all those books in the library. It felt like a info dump, which I'm guessing that's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be your info dump, what succubus is, but it doesn't
Sure.
exactly explain how Jennifer became a succubus. And so that's the one thing I had issue with. I kind of wish they would explain her becoming a succubus a little bit better.
Sure.
Um,
Fair. I think that's
and
a very valid complaint for sure.
um, there are also some very, dumb moments with humans in this movie that I get. It's a film, you kind of just have to wash it away. But um, the whole fight between Jennifer and Needy at the end would have been stopped so much faster if people were listening. Because if anybody crashes through a window, you instantly go, "Oh, I need to go check upstairs." That
I don't know. I don't necessarily know. I don't know. We don't know how Jennifer is at home. She could be a person who throws things around a lot. She could be a moody person. We don't know the relationship. I mean, yeah, I think I would probably run upstairs too, for sure. I'm not lying. Okay, we're on the same page here, but I'm just saying I do think that it could be. I think the most unrealistic thing about that scene, if we're going to talk about, I don't really think this movie deems unrealistic or whatever it
yeah,
might be, but it's the fact that the window broke and that she was not superhuman
yeah.
by that point.
So the other thing I didn't understand was when Needy tore off the BFF heart and it fell. She fell to the ground. Was that Jennifer realizing that Needy is no longer her friend, or was that the succubus's heart in a way of
No, it
removing
was a
her?
I mean, there's a lot of symbolism here. If you just
Yeah.
dive a little bit deeper than your typical, this is about succubus killing people storyline, and that obviously was about the much bigger, like moral meanings of the
Hmm.
movie and things like that. I would normally always take it as the friend thing of how she like everybody in this whole movie, like it doesn't matter how bad she is to Needy. Part of the reason why her name is called Needy, I mean, she is a symbolism of her character and things that are those lines. But no matter what, she was always there. Doesn't
Hmm.
matter what it is. Part of the reason why she trusted her to tell her what she was. Doesn't matter how badly she treated her because she's a bad friend. She's a toxic friend.
Hmm.
Needy always came back. If it's is it you can say it's because she liked her, like more than a friend. You can say
Hmm.
whatever you want to say about it. There's a lot of different meanings and stuff, but we beneath that belt or whatever. But she always came back, and they always had the friendship. And a big part of that symbolism here, because you see every kill, she's wearing her necklace. She
Yeah.
plays with her necklace 24/7. It's a whole 9 yards of it's a manipulation tactic almost in a
Yeah.
way. Like I have your heart, I have you, essentially, and she threw it off. Like I'm done. I'm not your friend anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. We're not on the same page. But then again, you can look at there's a lot of videos. Like I said, this got really huge like 2 or 3 years ago. A lot of people refound it once all the stuff with Megan Fox came out, and that whole thing.
Hmm.
Um, this became like a cult phenomenon like overnight. There's 1,000 videos on YouTube about it. If you're really curious, the people deep diving into the subtle messages, into the bigger messages. Like, I mean, there's a lot of like layering of context here. Sure,
Hmm.
if you're looking at like from a literal standpoint, yes, it's about a woman who is brutally murdered, who then entails comes back to life because she wasn't what they wanted, essentially, is what the answer is here. They kind of explain it, but like I do agree with you. It's very flashy. You have to pay attention. You're not
Yeah.
really in it. You're gonna miss it type of thing. And she starts murdering people. In her opinion,
The
she murders boys just
the
because.
the
But
other thing they don't explain, because you saw my face when it happened when
it's the
Anita
blood.
touched her lips.
It's the blood.
It was it the
That's
black
why
blood.
no, it's the blood in the beginning of the movie where she pulls out the thorn or the thumbnail of her.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Again,
That's why
it's
it's
not well explained.
no. I agree. I totally agree. I didn't understand it the first like 4 times I
If
watched
you
it. I
if you
completely agree with you.
if you don't pay attention to the two major aspects of this movie, with Anita being able to feel when Jennifer kills, or what
Needy.
Jennifer is, then ultimately, if you're not paying attention, the movie will fall for you by the end of the movie, because then you're not really invested in why these two correlate so well together.
Yeah,
And so
I agree.
I think that's also where I will praise the script in some aspects. I think the script could have been a lot better in those two sets of points.
Yeah,
But I think the directing is very, very good here. There is some usage of like really slow mo shots that in the 2009
but
movie you kind of got to
yeah,
understand what year it came out.
yeah, it's supposed to be like 2009. I mean, some
But
of
the
this stuff as
sets,
well, like the soundtrack, the info
oh yeah,
dumping through like books or whatever, those type of things. That's so 2000, like in that one era, like
early
2008 to 2000.
2000s,
Yeah, well, late 2000s, like
yeah,
2008 to like 2011. That's what everybody was doing. The slow mo
yeah.
shots, the that type of thing. I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
good
very
God, this was
true.
this was the year this was years of Michael Bay in his prime of doing nothing but info dumps and slow mo shots.
Exactly. I mean, it's exactly what it is. Like under the editing standpoint, I mean, they
Yeah,
edited exactly what would be
but set
popular.
design in here, the set design in here to me is immaculate. That entire pool scene is just it's so well put together, and it's so effectively used.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that throughout the entire movie we really don't have a clear shot of what Jennifer looks like when she's feasting. And I really
Hmm.
like that reveal shot of her, like her glossy eyes, the way the mouth is kind of torn on the side. It reminds me of like the way Venom looks a little bit when he's like in his primal eating form. Um, but I think what this movie does so well is a dark comedy. Like it this movie understands what it is. And you don't really see that a lot in the horror genre, because when you do, those are the movies that shine the most, like Cabin in the Woods, Ready or Not, the other one that came out in 2020, the one about the game, The Hunt.
The
You know,
Hunt. Yeah.
those movies understood what they were, therefore the jokes in it made more sense. This is a hormonal teen horror movie, and the jokes in this movie perfectly fit the hormonal teen film that it is.
Yeah.
And so I think everybody in the movie understood what they were doing. I think JK is just perfect in this movie. It's a role you don't expect him to be in. And yet when you see him, you
Well,
go,
yeah,
hey,
because like, yeah, that was my moment where I was like, oh wait, oh right, that's who's in this movie. Because like, and he popped up like 2 seconds later, so that's good because I was gonna be like, oh, I can't wait to Zachary realizes who's in this movie. I mean, this movie is filled with people who are very like in at the moment and things,
yeah,
but and then I also like it's sad. This movie is both hilarious. It's also not the movie. I think the movie itself, depending on how you look at it, however, it can be sad for sure.
yeah,
Obviously, it's the concept is sad. I mean, she never once wanted to be the person. She didn't need, like
no,
people are assholes.
that's just all there is to it.
How most movies go. It's normally the moral. But the outcome and the reaction from audience and people in general to Megan Fox when this came out makes the movie even more sadder because of how much she loves. This is her favorite movie she's ever made. She talks
And you
about
can
it all the
tell.
time. And she's like, for a long time there, I could not even talk about it. I couldn't even say that I enjoyed it because I would get ridiculed. People would be so mean to me and like hateful and things like that.
Then those are the people that don't understand what the movie is about.
And then like I'm on Rotten Tomatoes because I was curious to see what the percentage and stuff is, that type of thing. And one of the first reviews is in here is the most surprising thing about this movie is Megan Fox, which is just I get it, I understand, and it's just sad. I don't know because she was so looked down upon when
Well, you
Transformers
also have
came
to remember
out.
this is also during the era of the whole Michael Bay situation too.
That's
So
yeah,
her
but they
name really
no
her
one really
name
knew
really
about this
wasn't
situation.
no, but in Hollywood, that was the thing going around, was what happened between her and Michael Bay on
Oh
the set
yeah,
of
yeah,
Ready or
yeah,
Fallen.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so at the time, her name when this movie was coming out really wasn't in the best of light.
And
And
then the
so
marketing
it
team for this
yeah,
movie,
and the marketing team unfortunately did not help this movie at all either. And so between the marketing team and the unfortunate events of Revenge of the Fallen all mixing in together, I understand why the film did what ultimately happened in the film originally.
Yeah.
However, I am now happy to see that the film people understand her point of view about the movie now, about what the movie really is, and kudos to them because they kept on it for the almost decade it's been out, and
Over.
over a decade now that's been out, and it's
Yeah.
now appreciated for what it is. So you can go from being in that really really dark space when this came out to where it
Yeah.
is now. That's a really 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 kudos to them, especially to her, because she kept on this movie ever since it came out, and it ultimately worked in her benefit by the end.
For
So
sure.
I mean, it starts out sad, but by the end of that story,
It does. It does. There is some type of
kind of
not the right
redemption for it
word.
by the end.
Yeah, type of thing. Because like
She's
you know
great in this movie. Like I've seen her in a lot. I have. This is this is arguably my favorite performance of hers because you can tell how well she understood the character she was playing, and at the time, it the character fit her so well that she could instantly, work it the way she needed to. Because this is the kind of role that, unfortunately, Michael Bay likes to put women in his movies for a certain time. And, she fit that status role. I like the fact that she uses that status in a reverse in this movie. And it's really, really, really interesting. And also, Amanda Seyfried is so good in this. Like
yeah.
it's very good how good she is in this. That entire final scene with her and Chip at the end is heartbreaking. But I gotta give it up to that guy's mom at the funeral. That was my favorite lines of dialogue in this movie. The way she was able to maneuver around that, it's so well written.
That was not even in the original movie.
That's
That is
such a
a
good scene.
only unrated version scene.
That's a that's a that's a poignant scene. Also,
What?
in the current status of Hollywood right now, this movie, about this rock band wanting to get rich and famous, and they do it in a very, very, very unethical way, and yet they get away with everything, and the rest of them are feeling repercussions. When you look at the way Hollywood is right now, like what we went through for the past couple of years, it's also a nice statement about how it'll always come back to bite you, no pun intended, some way, shape, or form down the line. So I like that. I like that message about that too. I thought that
Yeah,
was
even
interesting.
though it's extremely dated in the
Yeah.
language
Oh, for sure.
and also like the references and things, which is very
Yeah.
true to any movie or any medium that goes full ham for what it is or for what it came where it came out in, it's gonna be dated. But I still think there's a lot of things here that are still very true, which is why I think it had a resurgence. Also everybody who found this movie was like my age, when this came out. We weren't allowed to go see Jennifer's Body. There's a lot of reference in here to like what children were watching around this time, Hannah Montana, things like that
The
that were
X-Men.
that were extremely popular for a younger audience. Obviously, this movie was not written for a younger audience and things,
No.
but that we found it when we were older and we were like, damn, people were wrong. you know, like it has a 45% on Rotten Tomatoes, which, to be fair, is actually kind of high for a horror film
Mm-hmm.
of things. It's not that bad
Audience score?
either. 35.
35.
But I do wonder if it would. I don't know. I don't know if it goes up. I don't know how audience scores work. I don't know if there's a locked
I
in.
think after the initial release, once the audience score is put in, it doesn't change.
Yeah, because I do wonder. I have to say, it has to be higher by now.
Yeah.
This movie. I don't know how big the cult following is. To be fair, I just know it was extremely popular. Like everybody watched everything on it. Around that same time, and things. But yeah, I'm happy that we watched it. It was a little awky there for a minute. But it was a fun little romp.
Mm-hmm.
Good old
Highly,
time.
highly recommend this movie. Highly recommend it.
See,
If
like
you
I
want to
just
know, if you went around the year 2009, you want to know what the year 2009 was like. Watch this movie. It'll perfectly encompass what that year was like.
sorry.
What were you you trying to show?
I wanted to show this cover. Like, this is such shitty marketing.
That's not even what the movie we just watched.
Like, I don't know how to describe that marketing, but it's such a shitty marketing. It's just shitty marketing. I mean, it's just so sad. And like Diablo Cody, who is the one who wrote it, and the like the director and the producers all went to Fox and was like, "You're doing it wrong. Like, this movie is going to fail. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that this movie is going to fail if you continue to market it as this movie. This is not made. This movie was made for females. I mean, that's exactly what it was for. This was the audience that they were trying to. You're like auctioning off to teenage boys who are going to go walk into it and think it's horrible. And fun fact, that's exactly what happened. I mean, it wasn't like they weren't wrong.
Well,
And
this is also, you also have to remember, this is also in what I consider the kind of the downfall a little bit of 20th Century Fox. Like, this was also in the time when they were, not listening about X-Men Origins Wolverine. This is when Fantastic Four was really in the gutter at the moment. Star Wars really wasn't at its height. They weren't doing anything with Star Wars at the moment. So 20th Century at the time was really just trying to find something that would click. And every time they would find something that would click, they would ultimately screw it in another direction, because there's a whole other cut of X-Men Origins Wolverine out there that gets rid of all the bullshit in that movie and makes it better. But at the time, 20th Century wouldn't talk about that. They just want to talk about the product they were putting out. And so marketing over there really wasn't at its peak either. So it sucks that good movies like this get butchered because of how poor, people always talk about, does the marketing really help a film ultimately by the end? Yes. The marketing, they don't put that extra $100 million on top of the budget just because for shits and giggles. The marketing ultimately tells you what the movie is going to be and how it's going to be perceived when it releases in theaters.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the best word to describe marketing is how you perceive the movie. For instance, if you're watching for people who are not on the internet, this is a great example. I'm going to use a Marvel example here, for example. Spider-Man No Way Home. A lot of people truly believe that there are cameos in that movie that I don't really think it's a spoiler, but God, who knows? I don't really know if the audience is matched up for this movie and Spider-Man No Way Home, so I'm not going to tell you who's in the movie. But there are cameos in that movie that truly people did not believe were in there. Even though, I could tell you, I could bring you example after example after example of leaks.
Photo after photo.
But because they're not online, because they're just casual fans of that medium, they don't know these things. And so they truly believed because the marketing made them believe. And they believed that Sony. I mean, there's people who saw the leaks that I know personally who still looked at me and said, no, they're not in there. Even though, I knew for a fact that that these things were there because the marketing made you believe. You are one of those people. We had so many conversations where Zachary was like, I don't know. And I'm always like, they are. And he's like, oh, they
know.
No. So I find it. So marketing is key and essential to making your film. That's why people complain about too long of trailers. That's why people complain you gave way too much of the movie. Something under those lines. Because they're trying to promote the movie that you're trying to see. But also there's people who complain that there's trailers out there that give nothing away. And it's too confusing.
You can use Sony for two different aspects. You can use Sony as in the Spider-Man No Way Home sense, where they were able to beautifully blend the marketing and yet not lie to their audience saying that, this is in there, and then they get to the film and it's wrong. Look at Warner Brothers on the other side with Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice when it was coming out. People's major complaints about BVS before the film came out was the fact they already knew Doomsday was in the film and they already knew about Wonder Woman. Those should have been things you should have saw in the theater, not something that you give away directly into a trailer. And then one of the biggest controversies going on right now is the Morbius marketing. Now, we have not seen Morbius yet, but the main complaints people have had coming out of screenings of Morbius is the lack of Spider-Man content being shown in trailers and not being in the film. So again, marketing is super important. It's a way to get people interested and develop and invested in your movies. Because then when they get to the film, they go, wow, either the marketing really pulled off what they were trying to do, or the marketing fell flat. The Batman, everybody praised the Batman's marketing for what it was selling to you before you went to the theater, and it was the exact same thing you were supposed to get.
There was a movie.
The problem was that they were marketing it towards teenage boys when in reality this should have been a teen teen horror film for both men and women to go see. It should have just been one biased. It should have been both. That was
There's
I'm guessing
one.
the problem.
Yeah, it was a huge problem. I mean, they over sexualized the movie. They made it seem like it was this like big sexy thing, and people are
And it's
just dying
not.
on the side, and like all this other shit, and like that's just not the case. I mean, we also have examples of like Fast and Furious 9. Damn, that movie was all over that. But then there's also ones like Wrong Turn, the new remake, that the trailer makes you believe that it's exactly like the original, and it's very
It's
much not
not.
like the in that way. I liked it, but a lot of people take offense with this when you promote something that it's not. Jennifer's Body was promoted as a movie that it just truly it was not made that way, which is bad marketing under
Yeah.
So
The Amazing Spider-Man 2. We talk about that
amazing.
marketing still to this day. We still talk about that marketing to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It, they released trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer 3, trailer 4, trailer 5. And at some point, one or another, Sony was like, we're desperate. We know this movie's not going to do well. We need to just give everything. And they ultimately did. So don't think that, marketing isn't important when you're doing filming, whether you're an indie developer for games or whatever. Marketing will ultimately show what your product is going to be by the time it comes out. No Man's Sky is the perfect
Cyberpunk 2027.
Yes.
No Man's Sky is also really good. That's a very good reference. But a lot of people nowadays, if you are a gamer, No Man's Sky is like perfect. It's like one of the best games.
Ever.
Not in
Yeah,
my opinion, but into like a lot of people's opinion.
it's
That's
better.
why.
But Cyberpunk 2077 is a perfect example. You can't even
Yeah.
play it on any. You can only really play it on 3 systems. The other 2, you can't touch it.
And they were promoting a different game. It's not the game they were promoting. There's a lot of things in the trailers that made a lot of people excited that are just it's just that they're not in the game. Yeah. And I think that's bad representation. And because here's the problem. It's cool to show things you're excited about this is video games. Video games has like 7, 8, 9, 10 trailers, gameplay, whatever it might be. But a lot of people could only see the one and get really, really excited about that one thing. Like I know me, if I see something and I like within the first like 10 seconds, I tend to be like, okay, I'll play it. But I won't watch anything more, which is bad. But like, that's just me personally. Yeah. But a lot of people will watch one gameplay trailer, and that game could change from that gameplay trailer to the actual release date. And so by the time they're ready to buy it, they're disappointed or the reviews are bad because Marvel's Avengers. They promoted that as something completely different than what it was.
And now look at it. It is we're getting so off topic.
So off topic. Moral of the story here, it was a good movie and the marketing sucks. Movie.
Yes.
Zachary, did you pick do you want to wait until the commentary to announce your pick?
Oh,
for
do it here.
Do you have one that you're going to pick for the next movie commentary in 2 weeks?
Oh, I do.
What are we watching?
I have thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a recent film.
Okay.
But I really, really, really want to sit down and watch it again because you had a very different time with it than I did, and you did tell me you wanted to watch it again, and so my choice will be the Adam Project.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It's a bit soon, but that's fine. It's not my choice.
I really want to watch it again. I know you watched it on a very, very on a day where it just wasn't vibing with you, and I really think if we sit down and watch it again, I think you could. I think I can get you turned around on it. I really do.
Sure. I mean, it's your choice. It's your movie. I mean, you could literally have said like, I don't know, the original Transformers movie. I couldn't say no.
Oh, God.
And
there are other.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, if there's like a different movie that you might want to watch more, that you might be curious about my reaction for,
then yes, I do. Never mind. You know what? Scratch that.
It's fine.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990. That's on Netflix. We're gonna watch that.
I had to speak too soon.
You were in safe grounds there, buddy. You were in safe grounds. You knew what we were getting into.
That's so funny because you know what I've been wanting to watch?
Huh?
The remake.
We're watching the better one.
Are we though? Is it better?
You might like it. I'm telling you might like it.
I will go in it with hopeful helps. Sure.
Thank you.
Should have been my April Fool's movie. Oh, also, just because I feel like that would be. Oh, are you sure, Zachary? Because in 2 weeks, you know it's going to be on HBO Max. The Batman.
No,
In 2 weeks from
that's
yesterday, it
that's
will be
cool.
on HBO Max. Actually, 2 weeks from the
Cool.
day if it's the 16th. So, like,
That's
literally, we
cool.
could.
I'd rather watch Turtles with you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make the thumbnail. Once the thumbnail's made, you cannot go back on it.
That's fine.
2 weeks from
I
now,
think
Mike. Are you sure you just don't want to like secretly just click on the Batman and act like it's Teenage Mutant? I bet you
no.
anything. We're gonna have this exact conversation. You're just gonna wait, guys. It's gonna happen. I promise you. But before we hop off here, which I do want to hop off here because like this movie's an hour and 46 minutes and we're on for 2 hours and 20 minutes, which means we've talked for too long. I wanted to give a shout out to an old movie commentary that we did. The Happening is officially 1 year since we watched The Happening. Yet yesterday, which really, really, for just gonna be honest with you, it really just sent us on a spiral of bad movies, which just pay homage to those bad movies. The bad month of April, if you guys remember us talking about that. We have specifically
was the month we watched The Happening, Captain Batman and Robin.
So we watched in that order. I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
No, it was that order.
We watched. Sadly, this was a bad month for movies. Good month for movie commentaries. Bad month for movies.
I don't know. The first one we had great fun with.
We watched The Happening, which, you know.
Such a great commentary.
What is it? What's the nod? Was it cough syrup? Was that what it is? Tiramisu?
Yeah. No, cough syrup.
Cough syrup?
I went to the pharmacy to go get some cough syrup. It was something like that. We quoted it nonstop for about a week.
For like a year. Yeah.
Oh.
Right. We watched The Happening.
Was Cats.
Next was Batman. No, I chose The Happening. You chose Batman and Robin. Because we were trying, the whole point of April is that we were trying to one-up The Happening. The Happening was like one of the worst movies Zachary had ever seen. And he's like, oh, I got one better. And
I did.
He's like, Batman and Robin. And Batman and Robin was horrible. One of the worst movie experiences of my life.
And then Jake was like, hold my beer.
and then Zachary was like, what you got on top of that one? And then I was like, oh, I got Cats. And Zachary was like, what? Jellicle, get this. Jellicle, get this.
If you want to go watch a commentary, guys, of me just staring at a screen going, why, God, why? Go watch the Cats commentary.
And then, on top of that, Zachary is like, oh yeah? You got a cat movie? I got a cat movie too. The Lion King 2019 came just shortly to end the month off. And the only thing I remember from The Lion King 2019 is the turd in the wind. And that's it. What a horrible...
You know what the commentary was before all that happened? It was Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Actually, Zack Snyder's... It was Justice League.
Wow, man, we really did start that off strong, didn't we?
Yeah. And then...
Can you believe it's been a year since that?
Yeah, Zack Snyder's Justice League came out March 18th, 2021.
How nuts is that?
That's really crazy. And then we don't worry. We came back in May with one movie commentary, and then we were off for several months. And that was Midsummer, so it worked out just fine.
We ended on we went from such atrocious shit to me looking at you going, why, God, why?
I'm hyperventilating. It was a fun time.
Oh man, and that just led to more crazier ones. Then we get to Malignant, and it's just a moment.
Black Widow, Batman, The Conjuring, Malignant, Escape Room 2, Dune, Amazing Spider-Man, Bumblebee, Scream, then Spider-Man No Way Home. And now we're here. Also, shout out to everybody who's been watching. Better watch out. truly one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time, so I'm not mad, but damn. Like, are we the only people who reacted to that thing?
It's a great movie.
It's a good movie. It has a great twist. I mean,
Oh yes, it does.
Zachary was shooketh.
All right,
All right,
shooketh is the understatement.
Zachary,
As
what is your
always,
outro
thank you.
code?
Yeah, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you are an audio listener and you were expecting anything from the Oscars from us, we do apologize. But things happened over the weekend where we just weren't able to find the time to do it. However, if you tune into the podcast, we will be talking about the Oscars in total in the next week or so. So make sure to come up for
Well,
that. Make sure.
actually, can I cut in here just for real fast? Just a
Sure, it's longer
little
than an outro. Just
well,
snip it.
yeah, I'm just gonna snip myself in there, and then you can snip yourself back out. Okay. So, um, basically, I still do want to do an Oscars audio week, going over the winners and stuff to talk about those, as I do have some exciting thoughts and opinions on it. But we will be talking about the Oscars, just not winners wise in the next podcast. I don't want to get anybody excited. I don't want to talk about winners because that is an audio only, and I would like to be respectful to those people who who do listen to us and that type of thing. So we'll get around to it. It's just gonna be a little bit longer. We have a lot of stuff going on in our life. We can't. It's just not happening. Now, Zachary, your turn.
As always, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell to let you know every time the Weekend Movie Bros pop onto your screen to give you guys some quality movie entertainment. And as always, we also have our bi-weekly podcast now. We have kind of sunken back into a schedule, and I have to tell you, it's been doing pretty well for the channel so far. And our next commentary in about how long will it be?
It'll
Our
be
next commentary?
it'll be the week. It'll be in 2 weeks. So it'll be the week of the 10th and between the 10th and the 16th. Don't have a date for you yet, but somewhere in there.
But we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks, commentary wise, for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990. If you're a fan as much as me, we're gonna have a great time with that.
Or possibly the Batman. We'll see what happens.
Any plugs for anything coming out channel wise for you?
No. Literally, this is just what this channel is for sure. Podcast, movie commentary.
Yeah. I was mainly talking about your other channels.
Yeah, I don't. I have other shit. It's linked. Check it out.
I have an announcement going on the RZ Jones 18 YouTube channel, possibly tomorrow, talking about future things going on with that. So make sure to go over there and check that out, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Skeletor head. It's